was born in France, immigrated when I was 28 years old. I wanted to be a new person, but I didn't know God at that time. And I wanted to be an actress. I could be, an actress in a country where no one knew me. I could be, someone else. After a few years of hard working, it actually happened. I am Cattaruzza, and this is my story. I landed a big contract on a popular show. It was like a recurrent role for 4 years. I was very unhappy inside. I was very, very lonely, very depressed. I knew something existed, but I didn't know how to find it, and I don't know his name was Jesus. I didn't know. I guess that's the humor of God. I got to know God through my talent agent. Everything was going well for a while. I realized I was not happier in my spiritual, but at the same time I was getting to know God, but I was in a healing process. I actually met God roughly after I got that contract, that big contract. That it was like a two different lives, because of course I was, in the secular world. And the more I was growing up with Christ, the more I felt uncomfortable. And I wanted to be an actress at the beginning because I wanted to speak up. I had things I wanted to say. And in that show, of course, you're just doing what you've been told. And it was not exactly what I was hoping of doing. I said, I don't want to do that just for the money. So I quit. God was asking me to quit. I was single, and I was really looking for a spouse, and I was longing for someone. I was very lonely, and I wanted a family, and I wanted to have kids, and I wanted all that. In 2008, I got a prophecy that said, if you give me your talents, your creative talents, all your talents, I will bring you a husband that will take care of you. And for 7 more years, I hold on to that prophecy. As year passes, it's like I would trust more and more in the Lord, strangely. And even though it was hard, I knew I had heard from God, and I knew how to trust Him. I didn't know why it was so long, but I knew how to trust Him. And I know during that time, He kind of molds the characters. He built your patience. He built your trust in Him. And I had a trust issue with people, and especially men. My father left when I was very little, and it was really like a crack in my soul. After 7 years, in 2010, I met my now husband, Sylvain, and he was exactly a man, with the heart of God. I thought I would get married earlier, and he made me wait a long time. Basically I waited for 10 years for my husband to come. But I'm glad I waited and didn't get married with just anyone, just to make it quick and be like everybody. And I wanted, a man who wanted kids as well. But the fact is, God didn't grant the kids. So then waiting again, I lost a baby, and then what do? And we had to put our trust in God again and wait. And then God put in our heart to adopt. I knew God was going to be faithful. I didn't understand where He wanted to lead me, but I knew He was going to do something. And so He led me to the path of adoption. And He told me, I want you to adopt as I have adopted you, Abba the Father. I said, wow, I understand now. Sometimes He wants our life to be just a testimony for other people. He wants, while we're waiting, people are watching you and said, how do you do that? Well, I have God. We adopted Samuel in 2014. We called him Samuel because my name is Anne, and I waited a long time for him. There is a call you have in your life. The thing I didn't know is that He would actually, ask me to write for Him. I have written, À la recherche d'Ave, because I write in French, which actually won an award at the World Guild in Toronto in 2016. You have to be obedient, and then God will make a path for you, even when there is no path. And I really want to encourage people to keep the promise, keep this still small voice, keep the dreams they have, but you have to do it with excellency, and to be a testimony for others. And I think we can be very happy when we are in the right destiny, in the destiny God has for you.